My name is Marianne and I'm a sexuality coach, a Jade Egg specialist and a developer and instructor of Yoni yoga. I started to walk the path of Tantra in 1999 when I was magically and secretly given a jade egg by a really old but very shiny Chinese woman when I was in the south of China in a very small southern Chinese village. We didn't speak each other's language, so I had no idea what this stone egg was all about, let alone that I knew how to use it or what to use it for. But obviously this woman could see more than I could see, and she saw in me that this stone egg, this jade egg, would be a perfect tool for me to step into my full feminine power. Since I received that egg, I have been on a journey, traveling the world, studying Tantra, learning Taoism, energy work, and studying even social psychology, positive psychology, and diving into neuroscience. I'm going to explain you about Tantra Jade Egg in this short introduction video. So what is Tantra? So classical Tantra is basically a body of practices from many different traditions. Tantra existed in India, Tibet, China, and even in Japan. The Chinese version of Tantra is called Taoism, and it basically comes from the same mystical roots and the same philosophical understanding as the Indian Tantra. The core of the philosophy of Tantra is basically that everything has consciousness and that there is no separation between divinity and materialism. It's like the non-dualism. So at its core, Tantra is a very deep spiritual awakening practice. So the jade egg has ancient Chinese Taoist Tantra roots. This Taoist practice dates back something like 2000 years. Traditionally, it has been a female shamanic practice, a spiritual practice that was used to cultivate high levels of spiritual energy. But it also had a more practical stream for the courtesans of the emperor to stay youthful and turned on. So what is this jade egg? Well, I'm gonna show you my jade egg. This is a jade egg. So what is a jade egg practice? A jade egg practice is both a spiritual practice as a very practical practice. And this jade egg is basically placed inside your vagina canal and moved in such a way that it massages the internal reflexology points of your organs. Just as your feet and your ears have reflexology points, so your vagina canal has reflexology points as well. I personally teach jade egg practices as a very deep transformative practice, which works on strengthening the pelvic floor, activating sexual energy, articulating the vagina, and opening portals of endless dimensions of orgasm. I teach you how the two paths, the path of pleasure and the path of purification, how we intertwine this together to create an embodied wholeness. So from that place of wholeness, we can all experience pleasure, aliveness, joy, happiness, excitement, celebration. Basically your pure essence, your pure aliveness, your pure life force energy. So why would you want to do that? Why would you want to put this stone egg inside your vagina? We're all looking for the same thing in life, the end result of our desire. If you look at that end result of our desires, it's all the same thing. And you can call that happiness, you can call that joy, you can call that fulfillment, you can call that contentment, you can call it pleasure, but it all in its essence is the same thing. So you have to understand that our sexuality and our sexual energy is really a core key element into our transformation, into our core end result of our desire. And why is it that our sexuality is such a key element into that transformation? And that we as women are carrying, to a certain degree, all of us were carrying stress, trauma, and emotions like shame, fear, guilt, disgust, all stored in our body as a result of our social, cultural, and religious conditioning. So all these emotions and stress and trauma get stored in our body, and especially it gets stored in our sexual organs, in our sexual energy, in our sexual tissue. And it can cause a variety of symptoms like numbness, lethargy, depression, anxiety, insecurity. And by working with this jade egg, with the simple, practical, tangible tools of the jade egg, you can work as well as on purification, as well as on pleasure. So you can really combine these two together, and through releasing and clearing all these traumas and stuck emotions, you make way, you make space for this core end result of your desires to come into your life. So how would you implement this practice in your life? Because we're already so busy. So it's really just like doing yoga. In the beginning, you know, it can be so hard to go and do this first yoga lesson. But once you get through that, once you've done it, you have felt the benefits and you will want to go again, because you know that it has a positive effect of all areas of your life. These practices will give you more energy, more aliveness, more body confidence. And when you live from those qualities, all areas of your life will benefit from it. So your relationships will flow and be more harmonious. You can even discover that, you know, that business deal that's so hard to get, you might find that suddenly it's so easy to just catch it, because you feel so much more confidence and you have so much more energy and aliveness, and it's affecting how other people also see you. But you also might experience that you feel that you're suddenly much more loving and patient mother, just because you have so much more energy inside. So if you're interested in learning more about the Jade Egg, you can check out my upcoming Jade Egg introduction workshop, or go to my website for more information. I hope to see you soon to show you this egg in person.